Um, let's get started by getting centered. Please slide to the back of your chair. Have your feet flat on the floor, please, and just relax into the back of the chair for now. Letting your eyes close. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And let those be what I call generous breaths. So breathing more than is strictly necessary to survive. When we're feeling stressed out, or even when we're like hyper focusing on projects, we can start to breathe in a more shallow rhythm. So break that cycle. Breathe bigger. Breathe more expansively. Be generous with your breath. Full, big inhale. And even when you exhale, take it past the point where you normally would stop and just push just a little bit more air out. You don't have to force it hard, but just exhale a bit more than you normally would. So big inhale, generous inhale, and a generous exhale as well. And you may even notice after doing just a few rounds of this more bigger breath, this more generous breath, that you start to wake up a bit, that you might start to feel a little less sluggish or tired or overwhelmed or whatever your state might have been. And if that's not true for you, that's okay too. We'll work on that. But just take a few more of these centering breaths, bringing yourself also into the present moment, letting yourself disconnect from the stresses or anticipations of life and just be here now with your body, with your experience. And anytime in our practice or in your life in general, you feel like you need a deeper breath, know that you can give that to yourself. You can be generous with yourself. So take in a big breath. Slowly allow the eyes to open, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Welcome back. Take your time. But when you're ready, slide forward to the edge of your seat. This helps us sit up taller. You're going to have your knees about hip width apart, having the heels stack underneath your knees. Nice, stable stance. Good. So we're going to start with an extension of the spine. And to help with that, I'm going to ask you to interlace your fingers, turn the palms away from you, straighten the arms, and then take them straight up and overhead. Now, just this alone, you'll start to feel a stretch in the shoulders. But we also want to feel a stretch in the spine. So reach up through the wrists and feel the navel pull back towards your spine a little bit, tuck the belly in, and then shrug your tailbone under just a little bit. This makes sure that we get the most amount of length in the spine without compromising the lower back. So reach up, reach, 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 breathe, breathe, breathe. Unclench your jaw, give it a big reach. Oh, and then slowly lower the arms down for a moment. Doing that also might feel like it's helping to wake you up or bring you some energy. There's a reason why when we wake up in the morning, sometimes the first thing we do is that. So we're going to do another version of that. So I'll ask you to interlace your fingers again. Turn your palms away from you and straighten your arms. Take them overhead. Now we're going to come right back into the last exercise and take it a step further. So reaching up, feeling the navel pull back towards your spine, shrug the tailbone under a bit, reach, reach, reach. And then feel your left hip bone on the chair, left hip bone on the chair, and then just start to lean to the right a little bit away from that hip bone. Now, if you don't ground that left hip bone, it's going to feel like you're going to fall over. So keep it grounding down as you arc to the right and breathe, creating some length on the left side of your body. Good. Coming back up to a tall spine, release the arms for a moment before we do the other side. Just letting that circulation return, of course. But also feel the difference between the two sides, the extension that we felt on the left and the not yet extension we haven't yet to feel on the right. Good. Let's go ahead and do that then. Interlace the fingers, pressing the palms away from you. Lift up, engage the pose, so reach up, tuck the tail under, pull the navel back a little bit. And then think about your right hip bone on the chair and keep it there as you lean the upper body to the left. That big length on the right side. Take some deep breaths here. Good. All right. Come back up to a tall spine and release those arms on down. Feel sensation. Good. So for this next exercise, I actually learned this one from my physical therapist. Earlier this summer, I was recovering from tennis elbow, which is a strain pretty much right here. And I loved this one so much, I literally do it all the time. And I think it's a great one for those of us who are using our fingers a lot or suffer from carpal tunnel, even whether it's carpal tunnel, the actual diagnosis, or you just feel strain in your wrists and hands sometimes. So we'll do one arm at a time, and I'm going to turn to the angle here for you, but you can keep facing forward. You're going to extend your left arm forward, fingertips pointing toward the sky. Then you're going to externally rotate the arm so the fingertips point as far down as you can. And this will probably show you how tight your forearm is. Now with your opposite hand, you're going to reach up and grab around the base of the knuckles here, right where the fingers meet the hand, and pull the fingers down a little bit more as you extend through the wrist. And your arm is about parallel to the floor here. Now breathe, especially if you feel some tightness here. You're not forcing the hand back. You want to make sure that you're being gentle with yourself here. It's easy to overstrain these muscles. Don't want to do that. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's another one of those exercises that can sometimes be uncomfortable when we're practicing it, but when we come out, it's great. Let's stay for another 10 seconds or so. My physical therapist said to do it for 30 seconds at a time. Good. Now carefully release that arm down for a moment. Feel that circulation return and maybe feel some, I don't want to call it relief for you because I don't know that that's your experience. But for me, it feels like a relief in my arm and in my forearm as well. So we're going to copy that and do it on the other side. So taking your right hand directly forward, fingertips up to start, and then you're going to externally rotate the arm. So roll it outwards, fingertips starting to point down toward the ground. Then the opposite hand comes up and holds again right around the base of the fingers and pull the hand downward here. Only taking it as far as your arm and hand want to go today. The arm is about parallel to the floor and you're breathing. Again, we're staying for about 30 seconds. So just noticing sensation, especially as we do the second side. So if you're right-handed, this side actually might feel a bit tighter to you because we use the right arm more. If you're left-handed, the worst is over. Maybe. Just breathe with it, whatever your experience is. Just a couple more breaths here. I really do this literally all the time. I'll be sitting there, I'll notice my arms getting tired, and I'll just do this for a little bit. And then go ahead and release that arm down. Feel sensation once again. Good. So there is a part two to this exercise. So we did palm facing outward, and now we're going to do palm facing downward. So extending your left arm forward, please. Just drop the wrist. And then you're going to take your other hand and you're going to hold or press again right above the finger knuckles, so like right above the fingers. So extending out and just push downward a little bit. Good. You'll feel the top of the forearm here stretching. It might not be as pronounced as the other way, but trust me, you're doing something here. And breathe. Almost there. Good. And then carefully release that arm down. Again, notice that feeling as you release. Might feel like circulation. It might feel like warmth. Might feel like relief. Maybe you're now realizing just how tight your wrists and forearms are. And we'll copy that again on the other side. So right arm extending forward, drop the wrist down, fingertips pointing toward the ground. Opposite hand comes up and holds right at the base of the fingers and just pull downward. The arm is parallel to the floor and you feel that forearm stretch. And you breathe into that feeling. I'm right-handed, so every time I do the right side, I'm like, oh, this is tight. This is just like great, like daily maintenance for your body. You know, we're sitting a lot, we're typing a lot, we're writing a lot. It's just a good thing to throw in every once in a while. Sometimes I tell you to take these exercises and put them in your pocket. I'm telling you to do that now. Put this one in your pocket. Keep it around. One more breath. And then carefully release the arm down and feel sensation, especially if you're not used to stretching your forearms. This might be something completely new. You might even try flexing your fingers a little bit and just feeling the difference in sensation. It might feel like they're fatigued a bit. It might feel like they're relaxed a bit more. So much of the tension that we get in our hands actually winds all the way up the arms because everything, as I've figured out in yoga, is completely connected. All right. So the next exercise we're going to do, kind of still working with the arms a little bit and the shoulders. I'm going to have you take your right arm, extend it straight out to the side, fingertips pointing or palm pointing toward me, and then extend the arm forward and take it all the way across the body. Now your shoulder is going to make it stop at a certain point. With the opposite arm, you're going to reach up just above the elbow and pull the arm toward your body. So we're feeling a stretch in the right shoulder here, and I want you to just take some deep breaths into that. Good. Now carefully release that arm, roll it around, and we'll do the other side. So left arm extends out, reach the arm forward, take it across with the opposite arm, reach up above the elbow, and just pull it in toward your body. Feeling the opening in the left shoulder, sit up tall, take deep breaths. One more breath here. And then carefully release the arm down. Again, feel the release in the shoulder. Good. Next thing we're going to do is some spinal flexing, which we do quite a bit here, but this is going to be one that might be a bit more vigorous. And the vigor to it is really up to you, but I'll show you kind of how it works. So I'm going to take my hands on top of my shoulders, the forefingers in front, the thumbs behind. With my inhale, I'm going to sweep the elbows up and back, opening the heart, And with the exhale, a round forward, bring the elbows toward one another. And we'll just keep moving in and out with the breath like that. Now, after a little while, I'll invite you to pick up the pace. When I say pick up the pace, it'll be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're moving actually quite quickly. Now, if that doesn't work for you, if you don't want to, you can keep moving at the slower pace. Make this work for you, okay? So let's all do it together. Bring the hands on top of the shoulders, 4 fingers in front, thumbs behind. And with your inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest toward the ceiling. Then exhale, round the back, look down, bringing the elbows toward one another. Then inhale, open up again. And exhale, round, looking down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Just keep moving on your breath, moving slowly still. Moving mindfully, aware of sensation as you move between these two extremes of the spine. Now again, you can keep going at this nice steady pace. If you feel like you want to pick it up, try going twice as fast. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, you might not want to go fast. Maybe you get started and realize that it's a bit much for today. It's okay to slow it back down. Going for about another 20 seconds. Three, two, and one. Neutral spine. Release the arms. Close the eyes for a moment. Just feel. Stay inward. Feeling your heartbeat, your breath rate, sensation in the shoulders and arms, the neck. And then bringing yourself on back. So we're going to use that same arm position from the last exercise to do another maybe vigorous exercise. So like the last one, we're going to start slowly. And if that's the pace you want to maintain, go ahead and keep maintaining that. So this will be a dynamic twist, meaning we're moving the entire time. So just watch me first. I'm going to bring my fingertips or my hands on top of the shoulders, fingertips in front, thumbs behind. And with my inhale, I'm going to twist to the right. With my exhale, I'll twist to the left. Then it's inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. And again, we'll go at that steady pace first. And then if you want to pick it up when I give you the go ahead, you're totally welcome to. Okay? So all together, sitting tall, hands on the shoulders. With your next inhale, turn to the right. And with your exhale, turn all the way to the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left, and keep going. In right and out left. Now, as you continue to move in right, out left, the head is turning with you. So you're always looking behind you. Try to keep the hips grounded on the chair. It's tempting to want to shift around a bunch. Try to keep it rooted. Now you have the option here to go quickly if you'd like to. So if you are one of those folks today, you're going to pick up the speed of both the movement and the breath. So try going double time. In right, out left, in right, out left, in right, out left. In, right, out, left, in, right, out, left. If this quicker movement ends up not working out for you for any reason, it's okay to slow it back down. We're going to go for about 20 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. Release the arms. And feel. Again, breath rate, heart rate, sensation in your body. Just noticing how that exercise kind of wakes you up a bit. Good, and bringing your awareness on back. We just have a few more exercises to do. The day is flying by already. So I'd like us to do some neck rolls because, we've worked with the arms, we've been working with the shoulders, not really like the upper body from the mid back up. And so the neck is included in that. I want to bring it some relief. So just let your hands rest on your thighs, sit up tall, and then just begin to teeter-totter your head from side to side. Bring an ear to the shoulder, come back up, bring the opposite ear to its shoulder. Just keep moving, just steadily, breathing deeply, feeling the stretching in the sides of the neck. Maybe one side feels tighter than the other. Just notice. This is also one of my favorite exercises that I do a lot. It's so accessible. You can just do it wherever you're at, from side to side. And then we'll add on to this. So take an ear to the shoulder, then roll the chin down to your chest, and then keep rolling, taking the opposite ear to its shoulder. And then reverse that. Drop the chin down toward the chest again, bringing the ear to shoulder on the other side. So we're making these half moon motions. Ear to shoulder, rolling forward, ear to shoulder, rolling forward. And this is helping to isolate the stretch at the back of the neck. So much tension winds up toward what's called the occipital region, where the spine connects to the skull. This just helps to coax that tension out of that region. If you clench your jaw a lot or grind your teeth, it can create a lot of tension in the head. And this just helps to alleviate some of that tension. So keep going for a little bit longer. I joke about this sometimes, but really I could do this for a while. But for the sake of progress, we'll do just a couple more. And then when you're ready, bring the chin down to the chest and then lift your head up to neutral and feel sensation. Maybe it's warmth in the back of the neck. Maybe you're aware of the stretch or the stretching that we've done. Maybe there's still some tension there. Maybe you want to come back to that one after class. Good. All right. So we have been working with everything from basically the mid back up. And I do want to give our lower backs just a little bit of relief today. Okay, so this is going to feel a little contrary to everything we've done so far, but it's going to be good for you, I promise. So I'm going to turn sideways a little bit, but you can keep facing forward. Still sitting on the edge of our seats because we're so full of suspense right now. And you're gonna bring your hands onto your hips, okay? Now the goal here is to keep the spine flat. We're gonna be folding forward and coming back up, And there's a little bit of rounding in the lower back, but we're not hunching forward. We're not nose diving here. We're keeping the back lifting, okay? So we're just gonna fold forward and come back up a few times, and then I'm going to make the choreography of it a bit more complex, all right? So sitting tall, take a deep breath in. With the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold down as far as you can comfortably without collapsing. Then keeping the hips grounding with a strong back, let yourself back up to a tall seat. Then exhale, fold down again. Then inhale, come back up. One more time like this. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. So here's where we begin to make it a bit more intricate. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Then inhale, come halfway up. Your spine is pointing up at a 45-degree angle. Then exhale, fold down again. Then inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Again, that 45-degree angle. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come all the way up. This is starting to strengthen the lower back and core. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Come back to that halfway point, that 45-degree angle. Exhale down. And then inhale all the way up. Good. Let's do two more, okay? All the way. Halfway. All the way. And then coming back up. Last one, fold all the way forward, please. Come halfway up. Fold down. Come all the way up. And then this time just fold all the way forward and just stay in the forward fold. You can release your arms down toward the floor if you'd like. Release the head. Beautiful. With your next inhale, roll yourself up to a tall spine. Great job. So let's spend the last few minutes we have together in meditation. So when you are ready, slide to the back of your chair. And you can just relax into the back of the chair, have the feet flat on the floor if you'd like. Closing the eyes again, take a deep breath in and out. And just feel what it feels like to be in this body right now. We just got done finishing stretching and strengthening the lower back. We did a lot of work with the arms today, shoulders, the upper back and neck, chest, being present with all of that sensation. And just like as we started, I'd like you to bring back that generous breath, inhaling more than is strictly necessary to survive, and exhaling more than what feels natural or common. Just pushing a little bit more of that air out. And what we're doing here is basically stretching the range of your breath, increasing the capacity and efficiency of the exchange of oxygen for carbon dioxide, bringing more oxygen to the brain, creating a sense of balance in your system, your mind, your body, your nervous system. And as you continue to breathe big, notice any sense of ease that you're feeling right now. And I'm aware that that might not be your total experience, but any sense of ease that you're feeling. And like this big breath, allow that sense of ease to expand within you. And as you head out into your day, into your weekend, know that you can bring that ease, that generous breath forward anytime that you need to. For now, again, taking a deeper, fuller breath, bring your palms together, rub the palms together, creating heat, and take those heated palms over your eyes, brushing over the top of your head, down your neck, and gently, slowly, carefully bringing yourself back to the room around you. Welcome.